Generations Park right now, squatting a spot for Callum's birthday. There's this track meet thing going on around me, and other people are talking into their phones like this, so I might not seem crazy, but I might chicken out any second now. But the park reminds me of something that's connected to the fallacy of nostalgia, which is what I talked about last time, which is defamiliarization, refamiliarization, in the process of stimulation in a narrative. But there was a part of the fallacy of nostalgia that I meant to mention. I watched this video where Will Self talked about the death of cinema. I'm doing these J.J. Abrams effects because, J.J. Abrams is the rebirth of cinema. Just kidding. But there are these red J.J. Abrams effects going on right now, right behind me. Will Self was talking about the death of cinema because he said shot length was shortening. And I think that's just a perfect example of the fallacy of nostalgia in creation of a post-rationalization that creates a false universal. Essentially what he's saying is that film, to be good, has to have long shot lengths. And so he references Solaris, which, it's a great film. But what he's essentially saying, and this is true of any sort of example of the fallacy of nostalgia. What he's essentially saying, there's some kind of generator going on over there, so the sound might not even be coming through at all. But essentially what he's saying is, I like Solaris. I don't like movies with short shot lengths. And a lot of times when it is the fallacy of nostalgia and a lot of other forms of post-rationalization, essentially the only thing that they're saying is that I like this thing, I don't like this other thing. I like old things, I don't like new things. But the reason the shot length shortens is because you become desensitized to longer shot lengths. When you become desensitized to short shot lengths get longer. That's just the nature of the sequence of stimulation and destimulation. Once something becomes mechanical repetition, where every movie has really short shot lengths, something with long shot lengths will become more stimulating. But the more long shot lengths you see, the less stimulating they become. But this playground reminds me of that, because when you're a kid, there's a big plate jungle gym over there. When you're a kid, climbing up high and running are stimulating things. When you're an adult, they're no longer stimulating, because you've run before. You've been up high before. You've climbed things before. So it becomes less stimulating. And this is a park where we used to do Touchatruck. Touchatruck is stimulating. So when you're a kid, big trucks are weird. So big trucks are crazy. They're but experiencing that vicariously through a kid can defamiliarize a truck, which is very familiar, and make it new again. Sort of like when watching someone else experience Bohemian Rhapsody for the first time, is defamiliarizing and refamiliarizing, so that it enhances the stimulation possibilities of it. So, I enjoy Touchatruck, not because trucks are anything abnormal, not like I haven't seen a truck before, but re-experiencing it through the eyes of a little kid who's just amazed by this giant truck defamiliarizes and refamiliarizes. And that's a basic trajectory of any sort of artistic experience. The interplay between familiarity and novelty, destimulation that occurs through mechanical repetition. How do you defamiliarize and refamiliarize the, certain elements in order to enhance stimulation, and fight against the destimulating forces that are just inherent to it. I'm about to run out of time. pushed it far enough. Doing this much longer, I might end up seeing me kind of crazy. But I just like this cool camera effect, that's all. See you next time.